Hi Flavia, my name's Daphne. Thank you for sending in your essays for correction. Sorry for the delay in getting these back to you. So great first tasks, you've done really well. So they're both about kind of education and children. So I can see that you've used the same Lego example in both, which is fine. So doing an enjoyable activity with the child can develop better skills and imagination than reading. So we're kind of comparing, and we're talking about reading, and I want your opinion. Okay. So it is agreed by some people that educating children with different activities other than reading is more effective in developing their skills and imagination. Now, be very careful here because essentially what you've done here is not paraphrase the question. It's really important that you show the examiner you have a great vocabulary and you can use different words. So skills and imagination, developing skills, these are all in here. So you need to find another way around it. And you're going to talk about lots of different ways of other things. So you could start with around the world, there is discussion over how to develop or how to help children become creative and innovative, something like that. You could start with something like that. Many people believe that reading is the most important, the fundamental, that reading should happen. Reading is one of the most fundamental aspects of this, whereas other people argue that there are different activities we could use. Something like that. You will see a model essay with the correction I'm going to send you, so that's probably easier than listening to me. But so don't repeat the words that are here in the question. So this essay will discuss the argument in detail. Okay, so I'd like your opinion here. So give me your opinion here. Just an indication, not in a lot of detail. So you have your general statement, then your opinion, then this essay we'll discuss. That's lovely. Now, with arguments in detail, where evidence from. So tell me where. It doesn't matter, as you know, if it's not true, but tell me where your ideas are coming from, where your evidence is coming from. So you could say from Brazil or from America or whatever. And I would kind of almost put some examples into your essay. So firstly, by playing with children, their memory is being more stimulated than reading a book. Okay, than in reading a book. You'd have to have. Due to stronger brain, so to join this up, this is a great sentence. Let's keep going. Due to stronger brain connections, and the sensation of pleasant memories, which pleasant moments, sorry, which we wouldn't originate. We would, let me try and see, stimulate longer lasting memories than reading. Okay, lovely sentence here. Just join it up. That's great. In other words, the child who is learning with a different method is more likely to remember facts better compared to those children who are not. For instance, recent studies. Okay, now here, before your example, you need to develop this. So how? So how does it help them reading facts? Because they have a nice feeling about it. Children who are not. So that the let's go back a bit. Sorry, children who are learning a different method more likely to remember facts compared to who are simply reading on their own. Yeah, okay. So you just need to have this bit in there which contrasts what you've just said, because you've made a really nice argument. Just need to finish off the point. For instance, recent studies have consistently proven that pupils from schools that teach with distinct methods rather than books have performed better. Yeah, methods incorporating. So what's in these amazing methods? Yeah, have better results in memory tests. Okay, so to get the kind of band 7 sort of points, grades, you need to develop these arguments fully. So this needs a bit more. So what are these amazing methods? You've said that it's more you're playing, but give me an example. Distinctive methods incorporating hands-on. You could say hands-on classroom interaction, or incorporating more outside time or more sport. Something like that. Give me something specific that makes your argument work. Secondly, there are some abilities that can only be developed when doing enjoyable activities. Okay, by reading or in reading, through reading. Let's go through. Through reading, motor skills such as coordination and mental skills such as good. Now here you give me lovely examples are not going to be enhanced. For example, in orders. Yes. Okay. Give me a contrast. Whereas these key skills can easily be learned through play, yeah, or through hands-on play, or something like that. Okay, and then so you've given me the whereas, so you've contrasted it. You kind of introduce where you're going next. This is your sort of developing it. For example, in order to put a puzzle together, the child needs to organise himself and plan. Perfect, nice. Don't start with and. We don't do that. So keep it going here. So when playing with Lego, or the child is required to have physical, or additionally, for example, required to have physical abilities such as coordination. Otherwise, it would not be possible to put pieces together. Good. Coordination and cognitive skills, because you've got to think about it too. So these are some skills which will probably, yeah. So instead of just putting that here, I would put, there is no doubt that. Okay, and then that makes that paragraph really nice, nicely organized. In conclusion, doing different enjoyable activities with children can have positive impact in their development, such as longer lasting memory. Good. Okay, I believe that. So I want your opinion from the arguments given. So you're wrapping up the essay. Sorry, can't spell today. Given, I believe that. Oh, sorry, hopeless. That. Okay, so you need this in here. This makes your conclusion a proper conclusion, not just kind of repeating a sentence. Really nice. Good start. Great essay. Lots of super stuff there. Very good vocabulary as well, I'm noticing. So some people think schools have to be more entertaining, while others think their sole purpose is to educate. Which do you agree with? The educational method of schools is to... Okay, all right. You can have a bit more here. Okay, throughout the developed and developing world, throughout, or in schools throughout the world, or among teachers, parents, and educationalists throughout the world, the best methods of imparting knowledge is debatable. You need a little bit more, so I'm going to go ... Give me a bit more. Some people believe that entertainment should be used in pupils' learning. Okay, what do you mean by entertainment? So immediately you go entertainment such as. So develop your point, such as. Should be used in pupils' learning, while others claim that schools should exclusively teach with academic methods. Okay, fine. This essay we'll discuss. Yep, good. Really nice. A nice intro. Firstly, when doing an enjoyable activity with children, their memory becomes more activated. Keep going here. Due to stronger and more effective brain connections. Spelling there. Connections. Remembering facts become easier. Yeah. You want present tense become. Sorry, spelling. Connect. The memory also lasts longer. So becomes easier. Excuse me. and the memory lasts present simple, going through there. That's to say, the children will not only remember more facts, but also keep this information recorded for a longer period. Okay. Yes, you need to make sure you're not just writing the same essay as you did before, because although there are similarities, you need to link this to what happens at school. So, doing an enjoyable activities in the classroom. Such as, give me an example. What do you mean? You could have cooking, you could have sport, you could have music. And so you need to make sure you're answering the question. Several studies that people with teachers games, okay, that's fine. So the example is okay, but give me a bit more here, which helps to show me where you're going on that. Secondly, by learning through games, these children will develop different skills that will not be stimulated by academic activities. Nice. Physical abilities and several mental skills such as planning and organisation can be, I wouldn't go will, but the modal verbs I like using is could, may, or might. So then you'd have the probability of, I'm going to put that there so try and remember those, being more developed when needed during a game. Okay. For instance, putting Lego pieces together requires coordination. Yeah, good. Which is less likely to develop when. Now, let's update this. So rather than reading like before, rather than when, being lectured to in a dull and unchallenging classroom environment. So keep on topic, okay? Equally, to put a puzzle together, pupils need an organisation and planning. Yep, good. Which could be neglected. Good. So I'm not duplicating, I'm just reinforcing your argument. So you just, the more you give the examiner, the more they know that you understand what you're doing. To conclude, it's argued that entertainment should be part of the school's schedule. Good. Apostrophe. Due to the fact these types of activities have many benefits, multiple benefits for children's memory and in developing skills which will be of enormous relevance for their future education and employment. So keep going, options, something like that. Yeah, so what we're trying to do, don't worry too much. If you're over 280 words, don't worry for now. Let's get the whole development of the essay going, and then we can cut it back if we need to. So really, really nice tasks, and I think you've got lots of great stuff here, especially lovely vocabulary and great grammar in there. Well done, thank you.